Hello everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome to my video. This presentation is about AWS Shared Responsibility Model and Cloud Security Basics. It is a part of my AWS Cloud Practitioner learning journey. I created this presentation to explain how AWS and its users share security responsibilities, what tools help protect our cloud environment, and how beginner can use AWS safely and confidently. This work is prepared by me, Akash Patel, student at Concordia University Chicago, under the guidance of Dr. Govindaswamy. So, through this presentation, you will learn the key ideas behind cloud safety, shared roles, and essential AWS security practice. Let's move to the next slide. So, let's see. Cloud security means protecting your information, application, and systems that live in the cloud from many kind of threat or unauthorized access. In AWS, security is a shared job. It's not something AWS does alone. Both AWS and the customer work together to keep everything safe. AWS protect main structure, the server, data center, and physical world. While we, the customer, protects our own data, passwords, and settings. This teamwork approach makes AWS very secure, flexible, and trusted all over the world. Understanding this shared security is the first and most important step for anyone learning cloud computing. Let's move to the next one. Let's see the understanding the shared responsibility model. The shared responsibility model is AWS way of explaining who is in charge of what. AWS is a responsible for security of the cloud. This means which means it take care of the hardware, the server, and the data center. We, the customer, are responsible for security in the cloud, which includes managing our users' permissions and how we store our data. This model ensures both sides know their roles clearly, which reduce confusion and improve protections. It's a partnership. AWS handles its part and customer handles their. Together, this keeps the entire cloud environment safe and running properly. Let's see the security of the cloud versus security in the cloud. So let's uh, look close to at these two terms. When we say security of the cloud, we mean AWS is taking care of the physical layer like the building, electricity, hardware, and global server. When we say security in the cloud, that what we as a customer handle like access management, passwords, encryption, and network configuration. For example, AWS keep its data center locked and monitored 24 by 7, but we uh, leave our S3 bucket public. That's our mistake, not AWS. So both sides have a different but equal important jobs. When both do their parts right, the system stays safe and reliable. Let's see some real life example. Let's see the apartment analogy. A simple way to understand this is to think of the apartment building. So AWS is like the building owner. It's protect the structure, installs camera and make sure the doors and lifts work properly. So you, the customer, are the tenant. You are responsible for locking your apartment door, keeping your keys safe, and controlling who can come in. If AWS doesn't protect the building, everyone is at risk. But if we leave our door open, only your apartment is affected. So this analogy makes the shared responsibility idea easier to remember. Both AWS and you must do your part for complete safety. So let's see the IAM, uh, which means we stand for Identity and Access Management. It's one of the most important security tools in AWS. It helps you control who can access what inside your AWS account. For example, you can create a AWS who can only view resources and another users who can create or delete them. IAM also allowing grouping users with similar roles, making permissions management simple. Following the least privilege principle, which means giving people only the access they need, helps reduce risk and keep the account organized. Using IAM correctly is the best way to prevent unauthorized access and accidental mistakes. Let's see the multi-factor authentication (IMFA). MFA. Another key security features in AWS is MFA. MFA adds another security step after your password. It might be code sent to your phone or generated by an app. This means they even if someone knows your password, they still cannot access your account without that second factor. Uh, think of it like using both a lock and keycard to open your door. It's a simple but very effective way to protect your account. AWS recommends enabling MFA on every account, especially the root account, because it's an easy way to stop hackers from getting in. Let's move to the next one. Let's see the AWS has many tools built in to keep your account safe. So first in AWS Shield, which protects application from DDoS attacks. These are attacks that floods your server with fake traffic to shut it down. Then we have AWS WAF or Web Application Firewall, which filters and blocks harmful traffic before it reaches your website. AWS CloudTrail, which records everything that happened in your account, like a security camera. You can check logs to see who did what and when. Using these tools together helps you detect problems early and respond quickly, even if you are new in AWS. Let's see some common mistakes and how we can avoid them. So let's look some common mistake beginner making in AWS. The first mistake is using the root account for everyday work. The root account has full control, so you should only use it for setup tasks. Always create IAM users for daily use. The second mistake is not enabling MFA. Without MFA, your account can be easily attacked. Always turn it on. Another mistake is leaving resource like S3 buckets public by accident. Always check your permission regularly. Lastly, many people forgot to check CloudTrail logs. These logs show all action in your account, so reviewing them help you catch problem early. Fixing these habits make your account much safer and so professionalism. So let's see some key takeaway. So let's summarize what we learned so far. Security in AWS is a shared responsibility. AWS secures the global infrastructure and customers secure their own data apps and configurations. Using tools like IAM, MFA, and CloudTrail give strong protection against most common problems. Security is not a one-time step. It's something you must keep checking and improving. By understanding and applying this model, you can confidently work on AWS, knowing your account and data are protected. Let's see the conclusion. The self-responsible model is the core idea behind cloud security. It reminds us that both AWS and customers must work together to protect the system. When AWS maintains secure infrastructure and we properly configure our users' data and permissions, the cloud remains reliable and safe. AWS gives us the tools, but it's our job to use them correctly. If both sides follow their roles, we can create a secure environment for everyone using AWS. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this presentation on the AWS responsibility model and security and cloud security basics. If you found it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support my AWS learning journey. This work was prepared by me Akash Patel from Concordia University Chicago under the guidance of Professor Dr. Victor Govindaswamy. A special thank you to my professor for motivation, clarity, and support. Your teaching truly inspire me to share what I learned with others. So thank you again and see you in the next AWS Cloud Practitioner videos.